You are listening to The Off Switch. How to run your business so it doesn't run you. Written by Sarah Greener and narrated by Sarah Greener too. Chapter 3. Business Ownership Myths. The jack of all trades. The person that does it all, a little bit of everything. The accountant, the lawyer, the HR team, the website developer, the cleaner, the waiter, the maintenance crew, the chief bottle washer, the salesperson, the health and safety manager. I was everything. And I'm sure you're nodding your head as you listen to this, because like me, you have been the jack of all trades. And I wasn't doing any of them well, because being jack just doesn't work. Jack creates average results in every part of your business. Working with the founder of an American marketing company a few years back, I will never forget the moment he said he had tried and failed to find this definition of an entrepreneur. I'm old school. I still call it a business owner, but same thing, right? A person so highly talented that she or he must perform every function in the business so as to save it from impending doom. I laughed out loud because this was me, saving my business from impending doom by attempting to be highly talented in every area of my business. For clarity, the true definition of a business owner or entrepreneur, if you're fancy, is a person who organizes or operates a business or businesses. No mention of Jack, no mention of doing it all, and certainly no mention of that terrifying impending doom that I so often imagined. Hit the road, Jack. You have to work out what it is that you are great at and do those things. As a business owner, you will need to have an understanding of it all. Never invest in something you don't understand. You need to have enough knowledge of all of your business so that you can investigate what's working and what isn't working. Be able to ask great questions of the people doing the work and hold them accountable to the standards and expectations you have. This is so you can make informed decisions about where you are going to invest in your business. This does not mean you physically have to do it all. The physical element, the doing, is where you begin creating these ridiculous hours of work, which aren't sustainable, more shiny new things. Small businesses are big businesses for tools, software, courses, and programs. People are selling small business owners things that they really do not need right now. They are selling you more stuff. The problem that most businesses have is that they buy into another tool, software, or course before they know what is most important. They end up spending all their time on something that in the big picture isn't important. And if this is happening, it's because prioritization isn't taking place. Don't get me wrong, I love tech. If it will make my life easier, I'm in. But everything you need for your business to operate is already there. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be operating. It's just about being smarter about it and making well thought out decisions about what we need rather than buying another shiny thing. We all love shiny new things, but we don't need 20 of them. Business plans. Another thing that many business owners try and fail at is creating a business plan with a vision, a purpose, company values, and of course goals. Our first few were written with the sole purpose of getting money from the bank. They are still gathering dust in the bottom drawer. Full of great ideas, but no execution. Writing it makes us feel good, right? They're packed full of goals and KPIs, but are they really in alignment with your life? With what is most important to you? If you're an owner-operated, a human-centered business, then you will never achieve anything that isn't in alignment with the things that matter most to you. If you're saying we must employ 3 more team members to achieve our goals from a business point of view, and yet personally the thought of another team member to train, manage, and lead makes you feel ill, then you will never do what needs to be done to employ more people. When business plans are in direct conflict with what you personally want, with what makes you feel alive, you're never going to do them because your body and your mind wants you to be safe. And safe means staying in alignment. Alignment with what is most important, with my beliefs and what I value. Life happens. When building your business, the things that affect it the most are often big life changes. This is because generally our life changes more quickly than our business can, and life can change really quickly. Trust me. Nobody plans to fall in love with an Englishman on a beach in Thailand. We very carefully plan to have a baby, but lots of people don't. And we certainly didn't plan for Johnny to be living with bones made of glass at age 47. Severe osteoporosis, it turns out, is a real bitch. All of these events, even the planned baby, changed our life in a split second. The moment of realization, I want to be with him. Oh my God, we're having a baby, and oh shit, what the hell does severe osteoporosis mean? This moment flew past so quickly, we barely had time to assess what it meant for us personally, never mind the businesses we were operating at the time. Life events are known to happen without prior planning. Sometimes they're awesome, and sometimes they're devastating. Often we can't change the structure or model of our business fast enough to keep up with life, mainly because we have inserted ourselves as the business owner into every part of the business, saying things like, faster to do it myself, I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and no one else does it the way I want it done, which is great until life happens, and if you aren't paying attention, you realize you just tied yourself up in knots. When your business is your life, when it's your other baby, that you've nurtured it from infancy, spent a lot of money and more time on it than anything else, it can be hard to see as a separate entity from your life. In fact, for many owner-operated businesses, it isn't. Their business is their life. You need to elevate to seeing your business independently from you, where you take yourself from a full-time operator in the doing of the business to somebody who thinks, acts, and sees like an owner. This elevation element means you view the roles you do in the business as something any person with the right skills, tools, and training can do, rather than only you. So when life happens, you can pull yourself out of that role and replace yourself with technology, a contractor, or an employee. So you don't end up sitting on a hospital bed processing payroll. So you don't miss important family and friends events like weddings. So you don't end up working through your whole Christmas day. You must allow separation between you and your business so that you can allow life to happen, your life. Yet not so much separation that you stop recognizing that life will still impact your business. And the cost of not having a plan when life happens? The worst case scenario is the inevitable financial pressure. Often when your focus is pulled towards life, the finance wheels in the business start to fall off. No one is watching the wage cost, the cost of goods sold, or the advertising budget like you would. Maybe you're the salesperson in your business, then no one else is watching the sales figures and the revenue that comes from that. We watch these measures to make changes to steer our business in the right direction. If you're the only one doing the measuring or the only one accountable for the results, then for sure, the wheels will fall off financially. When financial pressure comes on, it flows into all parts of your life. Likely, you'll fall back on old habits, and when you start working all the hours to fix the financial problems, then pressure shifts onto your relationships. In fact, for some of us, there doesn't even need to be financial pressure for us to be putting the business ahead of everything else. We're just living in the someday version of the world that working this hard, working this many hours will create a magical freedom for your family and you. Someday. This was me. At my worst, when I was working 100 hours per week, I'd crawl into bed sometime between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. I would then get out of bed between the hours of 4 and 6 a.m. It wasn't a marriage. It's two humans who happened to sleep in the same bed. It impacted us as a family so much that today our daughter will still refuse to enter the venue that I worked in because it was the reason why I wasn't home often enough. And if we didn't make the changes we did, I'm not sure either of those relationships would have survived. Not my marriage, not my connection with my daughter. I wanted to be an excellent mum, not a part-time babysitter. I wanted to be an amazing wife, not a part-time flatmate. So your relationships, these are some of the first things that begin to slip when you are too far into your business. Another pressure so many experience is their physical health. Not getting enough sleep, eating the wrong food, not exercising, brain constantly on overdrive. Although you might see all or one of these as normal, it's not good for you or for anyone else. To stop and have stillness in your life, which is something I have discovered this past couple of years, is hugely beneficial to you, your loved ones, and your business. We don't realize how much damage is being done or how much stress is being put on our physical and mental capacities. And when things aren't running smoothly within ourselves, I guarantee that you also won't be getting the results you want in the business itself. Sound familiar? When you're not showing up for yourself, you're not showing up for your business the way you could be. You can't nurture your team, your growth, your overall business if you're not nurturing yourself. In an owner-operator business, it's not the business that comes first. It's the owner-operator. It's the human. It's you. Ready to put yourself first? To flick the switch? To run the business instead of it running you? Great. Let's get started. Hi, Sarah here. Just wanted to say, stoked that you are learning this knowledge to ensure that you get to blend your business and your life together in the way that you want. And learning stuff is good. Using stuff is better. If you want to start using the knowledge that you got today as quickly as possible, I want to give you a little bit of hands-on help. Head on down into the show notes. There's a link there for my calendar. You can get some one-on-one time with me so we can work on your business and your life and get it working just the way you want it now. I look forward to seeing you on that call and giving you the help to implement what you've heard here today into your business as simply as possible. Until then, stay Moxie.